I'm Mel,
Hi, I'm Danny.
and we are hypocrites. Okay, we are the Sheehan sisters, and we are.
Why are we hypocrites?
Let me tell you, because if you new to this channel and you've been watching our videos, we've been talking about consumerism and spending money and telling you all that you don't need anything. And here we are celebrating a holiday that is just consumerism glorified. It is capitalist favorite holiday. Christmas and capitalism go hand in hand.
Well, listen. I feel like this is my thought process behind this all. There's always a balance in life. I don't think we're over consuming, right? I don't think we're, let me say that. We should probably tell them why, what state of mind we're in right now.
It's in the title. Everything's in the title.
Is it in the title? Okay, it's in the title. If you didn't know this, we have a video from last year where we built gingerbread houses, and it is 21 and plus type of video because we are partaking in some gardening. We're gardening along the way.
I just thought it would be funny to say that we're hypocrites right at the start. I don't know, maybe it wasn't funny, but I thought it was funny because
Let me finish explaining myself why I think we're not hypocrites.
okay.
Should I do it in the style of an infomercial?
Love that.
The Sheehan sisters are not hypocrites because they got this on sale for $8.99. And how much did you pay for?
I always keep my receipts. So we're wondering. Okay, yes, $8.99. $8.99. I was worried because I was like, I think I paid $10.99. No, $8.99.
I think that's a reasonable price. I also think that this won't go to waste.
I'm eating mine.
Right.
I always eat my gingerbread house. I don't know about y'all, but I eat mine. It's not for decoration. I have fun building it, and then I eat it.
And let me tell you, the Trader Joe's gingerbread house is actually really delicious. So yes, we're not hypocrites, we're holiday cheermeisters.
Yes.
Yes.
I just, being a little silly from the start.
You're so silly.
I'm just so funny. Anyway, you want to introduce the video?
Yes. Wait, obviously, grab your coffee, grab your gingerbread house.
Yes. Pause right now, go to Trader Joe's, get your gingerbread house, come back, build it with us. Also, I got myself a little snack because I'm gonna want some munchies. And I try not to eat as I build, even though I usually do. I wanna try to wait, but I got these soft baked chocolate chip cookies. Are you jealous?
I'm not jealous because I'm not very hungry right now. And I do snack on my pieces of candy, so.
You're gonna be hungry once we get into some things. You gonna tell them what else they can grab?
Yes. If you are of age, please go grab your gardening tools because we're going to take a hit together and we're going to inhale happiness and exhale the bullshit for the holiday season.
It's been a long year.
It's been a long year, and we just want to say this will be our last video of 2025. But we are so excited for our upcoming episodes in the next year. But stay with us, don't leave. We are going to have a fun time just hanging out, smoking, chilling, and building a gingerbread house while Mel and I chat with you because we have some stories for you today. Our overall concepts, because you know we always have a theme for the episodes. But listen, that may not always be the case. Just remember that. This is who you're dealing with here. Sometimes we have a theme, sometimes we don't. But today's theme is the nightmare before Christmas. Do you want to explain or do you want me to continue? Because this strain got me so chatty right now.
I wanted to mention, guys, sorry for the chaos. Not sorry for the chaos. This is what y'all signed up for. Subscribe, okay? Subscribe if you want some chaos in your life. I'm looking at my mutable signs. Why did all of that rhyme?
Because we're Dr. Seuss.
Anyway, I'm smoking candy canes with a Z. And let me tell you, it literally tastes like a candy cane. It tastes like peppermint, and I love it.
Wow, I didn't know she was going to be on brand today with the strain. Nobody told me that's what we were doing.
Well, I didn't know either until I woke up this morning and went to the dispensary and was like, so this is one of my favorite brands. If they want to sponsor,
What brand? What brand?
it's called Elevated. So shout out to y'all.
I can't remember if I've tried them before. I might have. I mean, whenever I was out there with you, like hanging out with you. You know what? That's another thing I want to mention. You may finally see Mel and I in the same room in 2026.
We better be in the same room in 2026. We haven't been in the same room in over a year.
Wilds. Mel and I are also, we're besties and we're super close, so it's what?
I'm just joking.
We spent a lot of our years together, so you know what? We needed this space though. But yeah, it's been a while. What's the longest though we haven't seen each other? I think when you first moved out there.
We had to hold some space for our relationship.
We had to.
When I first moved out here, no, actually, I think right now is the longest because when I first moved out here, I moved out in May, and then March of the following year, you came to visit for the first time.
Okay. But then that would have been a year. Oh, okay, less than a year, yeah.
Less than a year, and right now it's been over a year, and I think this is the longest we've gone. Yeah, it's been a year and a half.
Well, you may see me out in Seattle next year or another state. We might meet up in another state.
We better see each other way more next year. That's one of my goals. Like, you're gonna come here once again, and then I'm gonna come to New York once again because I love my city. And then we're gonna go travel places together. We gotta do some sister trips.
Yes. And
2026.
of course, we're going to bring you all along with us as we're going to try, we're going to do it all next year. We're doing it all. It's said, it's planned.
You know I'm gonna make it happen. If you say that, I'm gonna plan it out.
Oh, yes. That's one thing is Mel loves an itinerary for a trip. Not always. Sometimes, you know, where we would just, like, I think some of our trips we did, like Colorado, when we went to Denver, we didn't really plan out too much. We also took a day trip to Washington, D.C. That was kind of sporadic.
That was fun. Anyway, let's take our hit. I love it. I think this is our most chaotic video this year, and I love it. It's so exciting.
You know, we want to show our personality more and more. And sometimes I think we kind of freeze up on camera and we're like, oh, hi, I'm, you know, like, we start pulling out like sentences from like our college days of like,
And therefore,
however, right?
Also, I've noticed in a lot of our videos, especially our last video that I'm currently editing it, I was noticing that like in all our last few videos, I'm constantly like, this frustrates me and this pisses me off and this angers me, and I feel like a fucking an old man complaining. And then I also feel like Peter Griffin when he did like, you know what grinds my gears? Anyone who was a fan of Family Guy or still is knows what I'm talking about. But that's how I'm feeling in the videos where I'm just like, in this video, I just want to be chill and happy.
Chill and happy. I think you were stressed you keep getting stressed when we make gingerbread houses though.
Roll the clip from last year. Let's roll the clip, take a hit. Let's do it. Play that clip while we light up.
It doesn't because you told me this is someone's village, so now, oh man, I thought, okay, it's fine. Like, I feel like I'm fucking Habitat for Humanity right now. Like, I really gotta get this house built for the people.
Oh my God.
That's where I'm at right now.
So last year we built gingerbread houses. I decided to take edibles as well as smoking. Don't recommend, because I just got way too high and I overthought it, and it became a stressful activity. So that's not gonna happen this time around. And like I just said, our past few videos, I feel like I just was like talking about all the things that anger me. And we're gonna be chill in this video. We're gonna be chill. And the reason we're doing Nightmare Before Christmas, we didn't clarify that. We're gonna clarify that right now. We missed spooky season, and I'm sad because Danny and I have been wanting to tell scary stories, real life scary stories, for a long time now. And I was like, fuck it, we can tell scary stories whenever. And I feel like Christmas and Halloween, they just go together in my head. I don't know why. I just feel like they belong closer together. I feel like Christmas time is a little spookier than Halloween time. The people feel what I'm saying, let me know. One time.
Well, listen, for Scrooge, it was very spooky. He got visited by 3 ghosts.
That's a great movie. Exactly. They see the vision. I walked past this house one day and they had a skeleton with Christmas lights on it. And that was like the overall vibe. And then the coffee shop I go to, I feel like people in Seattle, they get it. The coffee shop I go to, they had skeletons hanging up for Halloween, and they kept them up and put little Christmas hats on them.
I have a question. Is the movie The Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
I think it's both, but maybe leaning more towards Christmas. What do you think?
Comment below if you think The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. I also said it's both. I'm like, it has to be both at the same time. It can't be one or the other, I feel. Because they play around Halloween and they played around Christmas, so it's hard to say. I think it's both.
Yes.
I'm going to disappoint a lot of you. I don't really like that movie as much. Sometimes it bores me.
I feel like I haven't rewatched it in a long time.
Very controversial take.
We have a lot of those, so it's okay. I'm starting to open my box.
Let's get started. I don't know what I was waiting for. So, do you have a specific story you wanted to start with for our nightmare before the Holly Jolly Christmas? Sorry, I have a knife. Don't be alarmed, okay? Sometimes it seems a little jarring if it's not a cooking channel where someone has a big ass knife. And I'm just high right now, to be honest. I mean, we were smoking before we started filming, so catch up. All right. Do we want to tell them about the time we saw? Oh, I want to say a disclaimer. If you're not, this is for our woo-woo, ghosty girlies, spiritual, other world, other timelines, other dimensions. This is the type of conversation we're leaning towards because we believe in things like that. And if you don't, these stories may not be for you, but you can still stick around and be skeptical in the comments. Fine.
If you don't believe, then you need to leave. I am so excited. Last year, Danny got this kit, and I was so jealous. And I was like, well, why didn't you say we were going to Trader Joe's? Because they have these little, like, woodland creatures, and they're so cute.
They are. They're really cute.
I love them. There's a little Rudolph.
You're getting distracted. I thought we were going into the story.
Why am I being rushed right now? I thought we were having a holly jolly time. Let me admire my little creatures.
Honestly, these gummies,
I'm excited.
they're so good. I could eat this whole pack and just not put it on my tree. Not the tree, on my gingerbread house.
We have to make our icing, so I'm gonna start telling the story. Remember, we have to make the icing.
I do remember because I had some issues there, but we learned lessons in 2025, right? So we're not going to make the same mistakes we did last year.
No. So let's pause and make our icing, and then we'll come back with a little horror story for you guys.
Be right back.
We made our icing. We're back. No icing debacle this year.
No icing debacle, but I still think I made it too thin. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's still going to be an amazing gingerbread house.
So before we start our story, I know we keep pushing it back, but we're gonna take one more hit. So if you're smoking along with us, you're probably hopefully been smoking this whole time, but take a very special hit with us. We need to take one more hit, I guess. I'm feeling the Christmas spirit.
I'm feeling the Christmas spirit too. I did want to ask you, do you like eggnog?
You want to know something? I've never had eggnog before.
I was trying to think if I've ever tried it because when I was in Trader Joe's, I picked up the dairy-free eggnog.
Okay.
And I was like, should I give this a try? I was reading the ingredients, but I'm not a big nutmeg person.
Okay, I love nutmeg, so maybe. Because I also thought about trying which then we know it's not eggnog, but it would give us like the essence, right? And our mother loves eggnog. She would drink so much of it. It was always in the house, and I was always just like, I don't want to try that.
Right. Okay. I'm definitely feeling my strain. Oh, I never told them what kind of strain I have.
Oh, what are you smoking?
It's haze.
I like a good hazy one.
It's a sativa, so I'm feeling lively. I'm ready to get into the stories because they are very creepy. Not to be dramatic, but we did see some shit. We closed the portal.
That's the story I want to tell, and we've been wanting to tell this story for so long now. This happened to us in 2020, right?
Yes. Let's open up our gingerbread and then we can build it while we tell the story, but it's in plastic, so it's gonna crinkle.
We've delayed this story like 20 times. People already have their gingerbread houses built at home.
They no, they fast forward through a lot of this, but the real one stayed along.
Don't ever fast forward, guys. You're gonna miss out on all the jokes and all the gems.
So, do you want me to start the story, or do you want to start?
You can start the story.
So, once upon a time, in a 2020 land, when COVID was on the rise, there were the Sheehan sisters and two friends that were rhymes with rise.
What? What rhymes with rise?
Okay, we're forgetting we're
I didn't know we were gonna do. I wasn't prepared.
I just came up with on the spot. Okay. So back in 2020, Mel and I were friends. Let me re-say that.
We were friends. Me and you were friends. Me and Danny were friends. Does this come with instructions or what?
So back in 2020, Mel and I were in a coven with two of our friends. And let's just say we had some odd encounters. Is odd the right word?
Yeah, that's the right word. We had some paranormal. Isn't that a show? Paranormal Encounters or something like that.
It is. This is why I say if you don't believe in ghosts or a spiritual realm, then you won't believe the story. But this actually happened. So we were all into the occult. We were all spiritual. We all had our own ghost encounters. We shared our stories. And we all, I'll say 3 out of the 4 of us were more into, what's it called? Why am I blanking on the word? Because I'm high. We were more into Wiccan than the 4th person, I would say, right?
I agree with that.
But they also, they were spiritual and had their own like spooky encounters, so they believed in that energy also.
I think we all believed in ghosts.
We were all Wiccan. So we were okay. Sorry, I'm in the clouds. I'm in the clouds right now.
I got you. I can take over.
No, I'm gonna let you take over in a moment.
Okay. You remember the day and everything, right?
So this was August 8th of 2020. And if you don't know the significance of that date, it's basically referred to as the Lion's Portal, right?
The Lionsgate portal. I think either or is fine.
The Lionsgate Portal. The date would be the 8/8 significance. Basically allows you to harness the energy of this portal. It sounds very...
We sound crazy, we know.
We know. We never really, we don't always follow like these portals or these dates, or we do follow the moon cycle, but we never did any sort of like ritual on these dates. Frequently.
Right, like we would do full moon, new moon things, but we never fully embraced the witchiness of like, because apparently, oh my god,
See?
My icing's just dripping everywhere.
That's exactly what happened to me last year.
We never really like fully, not believe, but fully went with like, oh, there's a portal opening to the other side. Is kind of the gist of it, and what people believe is that the veil is thin and the portal or gate between our world and the other, what would it be called? The other realm is open.
I don't think we intentionally chose this date to hang out. We just all got together at the apartment and we realized the date and realized that it was the Lion Gates portal. So we decided to do some tarot readings. And do you want to take over now or should I keep going?
I mean, if you want to tell the whole story, let me know. So at this time, Danny and I lived together, and our friends came to visit us that day. And so we're pulling tarot cards. And around this time, Danny used to do a lot of tarot readings, and she used to do readings for people. And I would sit in on these readings. Danny's really good at reading tarot, and she's the one who got me into it. I don't read for people, and I don't really feel like I am good at reading the tarot, but I do feel like I have a connection to the other realm. And again, I'm either crazy or I'm right is how I view it, okay? I either should be locked in a padded room or this stuff is real. This is how I feel, especially after all that I've seen and witnessed and gone through. I'm like, okay, I'm either crazy or right. That's it. There's two options here. And I would sit in with Danny for her readings to help kind of be the medium, kind of. What would you say?
Yeah, we also had another friend that we would do readings with. Basically, when you do tarot reading and you have someone else who can like harness that energy or have those psychic abilities, then it helps heighten the reading and get a better understanding of the reading. So Mel would help me many times while I'm doing a reading so that we can get a full, clear message. And it also helps, I don't know, validate what I'm picking up, because if it would basically help like make the message. Sorry, I'm high right now.
It's okay.
The more, okay, this is gonna sound, all of this sounds loca, right? The more people who have some sort of ability, okay, when they're together and they want to harness those abilities, then it heightens the experience because there's more people tapping into that other realm. So when you do a reading and you have someone else who can tap into that realm or can download those messages, it helps clarify the reading. And it also helps solidify, like, okay, we're picking up on the same message.
Right. So on this day, we were doing a reading for our friends. And we're not going to go into that full detail because it's their personal lives that we're not going to talk about. But we were doing the reading for them during the 8/8 portal. So we're doing tarot cards. We're connecting to energies and the other realm and the spirits on a day where you got to be careful of that. And at this time, again, we weren't as like well versed as we are now on a lot of that stuff. So we would know now to do protection before opening any energies and inviting any energies in. So the vibe, the energy in the room also started to shift. Like there was definitely becoming a darker energy in the room as we're doing the tarot readings and we're asking different questions. And I guess it would be similar to like a Ouija board where you're pulling cards and energies and you're asking questions and you're getting answers.
I agree, but I also believe that you shouldn't mess with a Ouija board. So it's interesting. I know you're saying, well, you're pulling tarot, it's in the same regard, but I just feel like Ouija boards invite darker energies. And if you possess the cards, then you're going to put the energy in of the energy you want to invoke. So usually people who do dark magic, they're invoking a sense of evil, they're invoking dark spirits, they're inviting demons. When you are someone who invokes light energy, then you're invoking your guardians and angels and light energy. So you want light workers that are doing good and there for your highest good. So we always bring light into our readings. We never mess with any sort of dark magic. Never will. If I do any sort of spells, it's never a curse. It's never to attack anyone spiritually.
Right, and I think it's funny when people find out that I am into these things, and then like if something bad happens, they think I'm over here like hexing them or putting curses on them. And it's like, no, I don't do that kind of. We don't do that kind of magic. We don't fuck with that because I big believer in karma. I do like to sometimes return the bad energy back to the sender. So again, karma don't come back your way. If you're negative things will happen, is what I believe. Obviously, there's always powers outside of our control, and there's inevitability on that end as well.
Right. So the disclaimer, whenever you are doing any sort of spiritual work, there is a chance if you're not protecting your space or like creating a spiritual bubble around you and the people you're doing the readings for, then there's a good possibility that other energies can come through.
Right. And we were doing this tarot reading with other people, and like we're not trying to say like, oh, they're negative, but you don't always know what energy or mood someone's in. And then also if you're pulling on a situation, I think that's what happened here. I know again we're being kind of vague. But this is also for our spiritual peeps out there, so hopefully y'all are following along. I feel like the energy we were reading on was a dark energy, right? Would you say so?
Yeah, I do agree. We were picking up on some darkness. The questions the reading ended up like transforming into, I think, started invoking some type of darkness, and we were just, I don't know, discovering some things through the reading. Would you agree?
Yes. And maybe, again, preface to be careful when using tarot cards and doing anything in the Wiccan world. Yes. And don't play around with it. It's not to be messed with, which people who do it will always say, like, don't play around with it. It's not a game. And not to say that we were playing around, but maybe we were pulling on an energy we should have just left alone. Again, we're being very vague. Should we add a few more details to the story?
Sure.
I'm scared this energy is going to come back though, so that's why we also haven't told this story.
Again, this is not our story to tell, so we aren't going to give full details. But we were pulling on a person in one of our friends' life that doesn't have good energy, doesn't have good intentions, and we kind of came to the conclusion that this person might be partaking in dark magic.
Right. So we kind of invited that energy in without knowing, because again, we were just doing a reading on this. Like, say your friend comes to you if you do tarot readings and they're like, oh, does this person in my life have good intentions for me? That's kind of what the reading was, right? Like, what do I need to know about this person? Do I need to be cautious of this person? Something along those lines. And like Danny's saying, we discovered it was just bad energy all around. Like you just felt it in the apartment. And again, Danny and I are constantly cleansing the energy, cleaning, keeping good vibes.
I do have to say that apartment had a lot of spiritual encounters. So I feel like that place was already a hub for different energies because I don't feel that way in my apartment now.
Well, I am a hub for those energies as well, sadly. I definitely, again, feel as though I can connect to the other planes. But I never felt anything dark, and that's kind of the main point. I've always, like, I feel like I can sense ghosts, whether you believe in ghosts or not. Like, I can sense people who are no longer with us. And that would happen sometimes in the apartment. I think someone died in that apartment, though.
Yes. So I think what ended up happening is that this person wanted a reading. We started off with some questions, and then they would like tell us some stories that have to do with the answers we were getting. And then it just kind of transformed into pulling cards about a specific person in their life. And the energy that we felt in the room shifted. It was, okay, so I'm not someone who can see ghosts. I like, if I have, it was maybe once or twice in my lifetime, but I was also the type of person that I would put it out there like I don't want to see the ghost. So so it was Mel and the two friends on the couch, and I was sitting across from them. We had a coffee table in the center, and I was sitting on the other side of it on the floor doing the reading. And
Well, we didn't see it till they were leaving.
I saw it before, you don't remember this? I saw it down the hall. So this is the first time I actually seen.
I thought you saw it when we saw it when we were leaving. When they were leaving.
Oh, I looked down the hall and I saw something. I don't want to ruin it yet. I'm going to tell them.
Okay.
I'm sitting on the floor, and if I turn to my right, I can look down the hall that stares directly into a bedroom. But at the time, we had all the lights off, so the hallway was pretty dark. Not all the lights off, but we just had the living room lights on. So we're having this conversation, information's being revealed, we're picking up on some weird energy, and I turn to the right and I swear that I see something crawling on the floor out of the bedroom. And mind you, the bedroom that was straight down the hall is Mel's bedroom.
Yeah.
There was something crawling out of the bedroom. And the best way I can describe it is like, it wasn't really human. It really felt like it was out of a scary movie. But it wasn't human. It was, how would you describe the shape?
So I didn't realize that you had seen it before that, because my memory is they were getting ready to leave. They were also starting to feel spooked out, but also it was getting late, so they're like, we have to go. And they got up to leave. So I didn't know that you had seen it before we had seen it.
I didn't say anything because I just brushed it aside like, oh, I probably didn't see that. You know, I don't think that was real.
Literally, when scary movies the best, it was a scary movie, horror film. Even this story, even the way I'm about to tell it, it literally felt like I was in Scream or something like that. Or like Paranormal Activity, like Insidious.
That's the movie that came to mind.
I know we're dragging this story out, but we're building the suspense, okay? And here it's coming. So
it's for the plot.
literally. So They get up to leave, we get up to say goodbye. They're putting their coats on, and one of our friends is looking down the hallway. I look over at one of my friends and their face just looks so pale, literally like they seen a ghost. That's where that expression comes from. Like someone had just given them the worst news or something. Like their whole color drains out. They're staring down the hallway like this. Like, so I slowly, because I already could feel it. Like I said, there was just really like heavy energy in the apartment. I slowly turn around and look down the hallway. And I've never in my life, again, like I'm either fucking insane or what, I've never in my life seen anything like that. And I'll admit that I've done some psychedelic drugs before. I was not on any drugs at this point in time. And even when I was, I've never seen that. It was this creature, and it was in my room, like halfway out, coming out of my room. And I slowly turn back to my friend and I go, you see that? You see something in the room, in the hall? Like I'm like stuttering my words, like literally a horror film moment where they see the ghost, they're staring behind me like deer in headlights, and I'm like, and then I see it and I'm like, you see that too?
I have chills. So I want to mention at this time that the only time I saw it was when it was crawling out of the room down the hall. I didn't see it. I didn't see it the rest of the night. That was the only glimpse I got of it. And like I said, I usually don't see the ghost, or I prefer not to. But this bitch revealed itself. I saw it. I still have chills right now because it was really creepy, and I've never seen anything like that before. So that's why I didn't mention anything, but when they said that they saw it, I don't know why, I thought I said I saw it when we were sitting, unless I told you after they left.
No, you told us that you, in that moment when me and this person saw it, you said that you seen it too.
Yes.
You did mention it, but I thought you saw it when I thought you were seeing it the same time as us.
No, I saw it crawling out of the room. Like it was like the arms were coming out and like the body was in your room. I don't know. It was.
Yes. It was like in the door frame, and it's just, we didn't really get to discuss it with our friend, and honestly, shortly after we had a falling out for other reasons. So, but also we just had a lot of weird encounters that I could see people would be like, you know what, maybe we don't hang around the Sheehan sisters anymore. I would not want to return to someone's house if I had seen that anyway, but that, I've never seen anything like that demonic. It's the only word I can think of to describe it.
It's like a creature from Stranger Things, almost. Like the body is kind of, I don't know, similar to the Demogorgon.
I guess.
I don't know. It's hard to explain because I want them to get a visual of it, but actually maybe you shouldn't.
Don't get a visual of it, okay? But it was like a creature basically, because it was kind of like human in a way, but it wasn't.
Right.
And the fact that we describe it, we have a similar
description. So our friends had an Uber outside, so we couldn't really discuss what we all just experienced. So after they left, Mel and I start talking about it. And at this point, I couldn't see it anymore, but Mel can still see it. And I put all the lights on. I start doing like an affirmation, right? To try to get the...
We started saging.
We started saging, and I started doing affirmation to get the entity out of the house. So Mel can still see it in the room. Do you remember this, what you told me?
No, what did I say?
When I started doing the affirmations, you said that it started transforming itself to disguise itself. You don't remember this?
I don't.
You said it changed its appearance.
Oh my god, no. I blocked out after I saw that. I think I blocked the rest of the night out.
So what I think happened is that we were starting to I would say something like only light beings are allowed in this house. Any other entity you must leave. Something along those lines. I'm getting chills talking about this.
Okay, it's bringing me back.
I can visualize us standing in the dining room looking down the hall because you can still see it, and you are telling me that it changed its appearance to like look like it's not evil. So that I think it was trying to cloak itself to stay in the house, but I kept doing the affirmation.
Yes.
To clear that bitch out entirely. Like, you're not welcomed. You have to go. And it was very chilling because we don't know what exactly that was. We still, to this day, we don't know what that was. We have an idea of why it was lurking in the house. Again, I'm sure the skeptics aren't going to believe us, but this is a real story. We saw this with our very own eyes. Okay, no substances. We probably just smoked, if anything, that night.
We had smoked earlier in the day, and again, people could be like, "Oh, you were high," blah blah blah. Like, we had smoked earlier in the day. By that time, whatever, like, we were definitely not high, and like, as stoners, I've never, even while I was high on weed, like hallucinated or seen something like that. Like, I would have to be on some like crazy edible or something in order but even then, like, I've never experienced that. Like, again, I've been on shrooms and acid, and I still didn't ever like see things. So there's no explanation behind that, okay? We've had other scary things happen where I feel like there are explanations behind it, or like someone could easily put an explanation behind it. But this one, there just isn't.
We opened up, the veil was thin, and we invited something into that house. We did clear out the energy, and eventually Mel didn't see the entity anymore. And I don't think it ever returned after that night.
No, definitely not. It never came back. It was not welcomed back. And I really think it's because again, you gotta be careful because you don't know what people are doing out there. And like, obviously, again, there's people out there who just don't believe in it altogether and are skeptical of it. But let me tell you, there's some people out there doing some crazy shit. So you gotta be careful.
Whether you believe in it or not, there are other people out there who do believe in it and are using some sort of energy. They're harnessing some energies, and they're not always good. Some people are harnessing some darkness, some evil shit, and they have a twisted mind. So just always stay protected. So we had established with those two friends that we were in a coven, and we did experience, I feel like that was a very heightened time where we were experiencing a lot of weird shit. Would you agree?
I would agree, but I feel like I also don't remember all of it. Do you have another story to tell?
Well, you don't remember when you woke up with your hair fell out or something like that?
Oh, I woke up one night and my head was super itchy and
Your scalp was inflamed.
and I've never had that happen since, and I still can't explain it. And it just reminded me of the movie The Craft, where doesn't she like take the girl's hair or something in that movie?
She does a spell for her to like lose her hair.
Yeah. So I didn't lose my hair, but I've never, like, I woke up, like I'm telling you, I woke up at like 1, 2 a.m. Like I woke up from my sleep and I had an inflamed scalp. An inflamed scalp can happen. It's not like something that doesn't happen to people, but it was just really random and out of nowhere, and I hadn't ever experienced that before.
I had another story I wanted to tell, but I feel like it sounds so crazy that I don't know.
It sounds crazier than what we just told.
Guess no, it doesn't. But I feel like this. Do you remember? Okay, so this is what happened. You guys are gonna come up with an explanation for this, but I personally believe that this was another spell put onto me or onto us.
I know what you're gonna say, and this was around the time too. The flies.
Yes.
That was the weirdest shit. No, yeah, okay. Now you're reminding me of. I feel like I blocked out this. Again, 2020 was just a crazy year altogether. So a lot of shit was happening that year.
But I feel like people are going to scientifically explain this. I personally think that this was another weird not ghostly, but like occultish scenario.
Yes.
I had a small lamp in my room and it would sit on top of the shelf, and I see like there's a fly or two by my lamp, so I'm like, oh, let me get rid of these motherfuckers. And slowly I hit the lamp, more flies come out of the lamp. I was getting rid of flies for about 2 hours.
It was insane. Like, they just kept coming out of nowhere. And it was a tiny lamp.
It was a tiny lamp, and I would look under, and I'm like, I don't see the fly.
I'm sure the scientific explanation would be like, oh, they laid eggs and whatever. And
I got rid of like 20 flies. I don't know what was happening, but they kept coming out of the lamp for 2 hours.
Did you end up getting rid of the lamp?
No, I still had that lamp.
You do?
No, I don't have it now, but I kept it. I didn't get rid of the lamp.
Oh, okay. I thought you threw it away.
Did I?
Because I felt like that was the only way to stop it from. It was like they were multiplying by the moment. Like, again, it just felt like another horror movie moment of like all the flies just like coming and swarming out of the lamp.
Yes. You either believe it or you don't, and if you don't, that's fine. We're not sure if someone started to do spells onto us.
Well, again, the person that we did the reading on, that our friend wanted us to reading on, I also knew this person, and I think Danny had only met them once or twice. So we felt a very demonic energy from that person.
But Mel and I are really protected, so I think whatever this person was trying to do really only worked slightly and wasn't consistently working.
Yeah.
But do you want to mention how this person a couple days later said that they got a tarot deck? Do you remember this?
The candy is falling off of. I get it. It didn't stick well enough, but you saw that, okay? You saw that. We don't like to talk about this person.
Yeah, maybe we should stop talking about them. But we're protected.
We are protected, but the thing is, right, so like Danny's saying, like, yeah, so we were really into crystals and tarots, and they had, I don't remember them saying they had gotten a tarot deck, but maybe they did, but I do remember them bringing in crystals, and then didn't they give our friend a crystal?
Yes.
It was just super weird timing because we had just gone to a crystal shop together, and it was just weird timing. Like things like that would happen too, where they would mention things of stuff we kind of just did or things we had just talked about. We're gonna stop talking about this person because they don't have good energy, but we've been wanting to tell this story for literally 5 years now. It's been 5 years.
Wild.
Since that happened, and I don't think I've had anything like I still have weird things happen every now and then, but not as much. Nothing negative though. I feel like good energies and good ghosts, and I have like good synchronicities happen. Where at that time we just felt a lot of bad was happening.
A lot of darkness. My gingerbread house is not sticking together.
I finished my gingerbread house.
You did?
I wish it came with more candy.
Me too.
Like I should have bought more candy to like add to it. But yeah, I'm done. But we can tell more stories.
Mine is a mess. It won't. My icing was too thin.
Mine was too. It definitely doesn't look like the fucking box. What kind of? I think they're not. They're definitely not. We're not using the icing that's made in this kit in this picture.
No. I'm going to show my gingerbread house, but I have to be honest. It was a complete fail. My icing was too thin. I could thicken it up with more confection sugar. The strain is hitting me, and I refuse to get back up. I'm just eating my M&Ms. They're not M&Ms, but you know.
I'm about to eat mine too now that I finished. I'm gonna show the camera.
Me too. It's a complete fail.
Why? Let me see.
No. It won't even stay up.
But did you have fun?
Here. No.
No. What happened?
Oh no.
We have an opposite. Last year mine was bad and yours looked great.
It's just not staying together.
This is mine.
Wow, beautiful.
I had to redeem myself from last year.
I don't even know if I should show them.
Well, you can still work on it. The video's not over.
Oh, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm over it.
What's going on? Doctor, I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done.
I'm over the gingerbread house. My hands are sticky. The little creatures.
My hands are sticky too, and I hate it. Do you hate when your hands have anything on them?
Yeah, yes. Okay. This is a fail. I'm so sorry. Please go back to our gingerbread video from last year.
Don't. No, I'm just kidding. Do go watch it. It's fun. Mine was a fail last year, and I redeemed myself in 2025.
I don't care enough this year.
Let us know if you guys liked our scary story and if you believe us or not. I feel like we need to take one more hit.
I don't think I had enough smoke. I don't know if I want a close-up of mine. My M&Ms are falling as we speak. I did end up getting more powdered sugar. I'm going to try to fix this gingerbread house.
I believe in you. And in the meantime, I'm going to start eating mine. You guys get a DIY and a mukbang all in one. Did you eat the little creatures last year? Did they taste good?
Yeah, I tried everything.
So now we're going to talk about some lighthearted things. We're going to talk about some holiday movies.
I think we did mention some of our favorite holiday movies, but maybe we can talk more about what we like about those movies and why they're our favorites. One movie I do want to talk about is It's a Wonderful Life. Our father used to watch It's a Wonderful Life. Let's go. When we were younger, and I don't know if I was as interested in it when I was younger. I believe I thought it was boring because it is a long story.
And if you'd like to hear the synopsis of this movie, you can go to our last gingerbread video where Danny spent a good 30 minutes telling the whole plot of the movie.
And I will not I will not do that again. I just want to say I thought it was boring when I was a child, but because it was one of my dad's favorite holiday movies, I would still continue to give it a try every year and watch it either with him or if it was on TV and he wasn't hanging out in the living room, I would still put it on. And then after he passed, I definitely watched it the first 3 years. I haven't watched, can't remember if I watched it last year.
I watched it last year and I think I told you. Didn't we watch it together? Or was that the year before?
I think that was the year before.
Okay. I do try to watch it every year also. I did enjoy it when I was younger. I didn't know that you didn't like it.
I think I would always catch it during the time where no, I'm going into the story. I can't say the scene because I'm gonna start explaining the whole movie.
This really is a spooky video because I just went to stop recording because we try to do like 30-40 minute intervals of our videos while we're recording. So we'll stop every now and then restart the recording. And when I got up to stop the recording, my phone was off. I don't understand what happened, but it stopped recording and didn't record on my end the last 20 minutes.
But you know what? We're not giving up because we're going to tell you all what we chatted about so that you don't miss a thing. We cannot have you miss a thing. We were talking about
we were talking about some things that we like to talk about, and we mentioned it again. We were talking about consumerism, and they're trying to stop us from talking about it. We might be a little paranoid, but we mentioned in the beginning of this video about bad energies and inviting them in, and what happens? The video stops recording. I don't know, could be a coincidence if you believe in that.
So I had mentioned to Mel, I wish that we kept Christmas decorations up all year round because I just love Christmas lights. And I just think the world would be a happier place if we had Christmas lights up all year long.
I agree. And I feel like it needs to be the colorful ones. That's my opinion. I love the colorful Christmas lights.
Why can't we be like a little Christmas town? I just think we would be a lot happier. Although...
And this is how we got into the conversation, because then I said, well, then we'd be Whoville.
Right, and then I was like... and she was like, no, but Mel was saying that we would be Whoville, and I said that they, the Who's were over consumers. They got a little hectic and crazy during the holidays.
That they did. And I said, so then I was like, on Christmas Day, I think we should do a mass protest and go outside and show those Grinches, the billionaires, that we don't need presents, and we should all go outside on Christmas Day and sing the song. I don't know the exact title of it, but the Whoville anthem or whatever it was.
Is there actual lyrics or is it just some made up words?
I don't know. We'll probably get fucking copyrighted strike, more consumerism and capitalism by singing that song.
No, I don't think it'll detect because I don't sound anything like it.
I thought you sounded exactly like them, okay?
You sounded exactly like the Grinch, I'll tell you that much. Listen, we don't need to exchange gifts to show one another that we care about each other.
Exactly.
Perhaps one of your loved ones actually wants. Wait, I'm gonna fucking this up. Perhaps this is my message, okay? This is my holiday message. Perhaps your loved one would prefer to build a genuine connection with you rather than receive a gift.
Yeah, you can build a bonding moment together and build
We're losing it.
You can have a bonding moment together and build a gingerbread house.
And care about one another's interests.
Yeah, and ask questions, communicate.
Don't just be like, how have you been? Good. How have you been? Good.
Conversation over. Also, people don't really ask questions anymore. I know for my single girlies out there, and anyone can be a girly in my eyes, so
Exactly.
that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not clarifying further. For that, everyone's a girly to me, okay? So you go on dates and they don't ask any questions back, but I've just noticed even in general, people don't really ask questions back. What is that about? I feel like I'm interviewing people all the time. Do you have this happen?
I feel like I have gotten more reserved as I've gotten older, but yeah, I do ask questions. I'm also the type of person that will remember if you told me like, oh, I'm going to see my best friend on my day off. Like the next time I see you, I'll be like, oh, how did it go with your best friend?
People don't remember anything, and people are not listening, and you're like, I told you this fact about me 25 times and you still don't remember. Clearly there's no connection here. I'm gonna keep it pushing. But have you noticed that people aren't asking questions back to you? Do you feel like you noticed that, or does that not happen to you?
No, I do notice that, but I also prefer it sometimes because I don't want them to be nosy.
I feel that sometimes yes, sometimes no. But if it's just like basic questions, like asking like when their birthday is, or like what are they gonna do this weekend, or something like that, and then they never ask, they just go. They've been waiting for someone to ask them a question, and it's like, yeah, I do want to listen, and that's great, and I'm gonna listen and ask more questions to find out more about you. But then at some point, you're like, is this person gonna take any interest in who I am?
Right.
Yeah.
Don't be. But that's, again, I think this relates to a lot of our other episodes. It ties into the self-centeredness our society transformed into.
And we want to try to bring people together, and another bonding experience, I guess, you can do with someone is read me and Danny. If you don't know, if you didn't watch our last video, well, go watch it. But we are starting a book club. 2026. We're starting it now, but like it's gonna become alive in 2026.
We are reading Sorry, guys, if you didn't know, I'm losing it, I'm fading, but I'm still here and I refuse to give up. We re-recorded. What was I gonna say? We are reading Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury.
451. Comment 451 down below.
451, 451. There are some sensitive topics in the book. But I do find this book to be very significant. I do find that this book foreshadows a lot of the world we're living in now. The world that's depicted is very dystopian, and I find that there are so many aspects of today's society that feels dystopian. Especially when you're on TikTok, you're on these social media apps, and we're like, what are we doing? We're losing it. We're losing the plot. We're losing the purpose. Some people are losing, they're losing reality.
They're losing brain cells.
Losing brain cells. They're losing critical thinking.
And we want to bring that back. 2026. Let's bring back some critical thinking. Let's bring back reading. We want to encourage you guys to read. And I'm really excited to start our little book club.
Me too. I started reading it after we announced it the last episode, and I've been enjoying it so far. I am reading at a slower pace, but we're trying to challenge ourselves to have this finished by mid-January, and we can chat about it with you all. So get your copy. We said it in our last episode, you can get it from the library.
And I know we just said you don't have to get someone a present, but maybe you want to buy them the book so they can read with you. You can find them at like used bookstores or thrift shops sometimes as well.
We're excited to start reading it, and we're excited to continue our YouTube channel in the next year. We did mention some of our manifestations in our previous recording. Do we want to let them know what we're looking forward to or manifesting for 2026?
Yes, tell them what you're manifesting, because I was very surprised.
So, three things I'm manifesting is for the Sheehan Sisters channel to grow, to take off, to have a lot more viewers hanging with us, reading with us, and sharing your thoughts and your opinions on all the topics we like to talk about. And the second thing I'm manifesting is doing some voiceover work for animation.
So if there was a character, like if somebody's developing a character out there right now for an animation, what kind of character do you want to voice?
I want to voice like a wacky, unique, silly, fun character.
Okay, like a comedy, like a little, like what, name a movie to give me like.
Name a movie? Well, I don't have a movie, but I have a show. Like, what?
I said name a movie, any movie.
Oh, I don't have a movie per se, but I think of Bob's Burgers, or like, you know, just a random character in an animated show or an animated movie, and just do something, I don't know, it came to me. Something told me like I've thought about it in the past, but I guess I didn't really continue to give that much thought, because I started focusing more on my writing, my poetry, and my art. So I feel like that even ties into who I am and my personality, like doing some fun voiceover work. And the third thing I'm manifesting is to do some type of editorial, like some sort of article that talks about like praising and like centering it out around centering it around normal bodies.
I think you can create. You can be I think you could be the creator of that, if that makes sense.
Mel had mentioned this before when we first recorded this, and I'm thinking about it now because I made a digital collage. I had it on my Instagram, but I deactivated my Instagram. So now I have like, I don't know, I have a lot of cool things I feel like I should do more with.
Right. No, but I love that, and we're never trying to shame skinny people. We don't want it to come across that way either, because I've seen that discourse happening more and more as people are commenting on celebrities who are using weight loss. But again, maybe definitely in 2026 we'll do more videos on this topic. But we're never shaming anyone for their. That's the kind of the point. We want everyone to embrace their body.
Exactly. I also want to say that I want to focus on my writing still in 2026. I kind of put that on the back burner the last couple weeks, but I'm always a writer, a poet, first and foremost, always an artist. I want to continue to work on my art pieces, finish art pieces, and get to share more of that side of me. I love writing, I love poetry, I love sharing my creativity, and I never want to lose that. So still making that a priority and putting that in the forefront of my life in 2026. Mal, do you want to share what you are manifesting in 2026?
Yes, I do, but I'm gonna check that we're recording still, because we're not doing this another time. Well, I love that you mentioned that you want to do voice acting, because I thought, because you had mentioned this, I think, in maybe our last Christmas video, or we did a manifesting video that might not be on the channel anymore. You talked about wanting to do stand-up comedy, and I could see you doing something along that line as well, like being a comedy actor, comedical actor. I see that for you, because I feel like Danny's a lot more theatrical than I am.
You don't say.
And that goes with my manifestation for me and Danny together, because yes, I'm manifesting success for the Sheehan Sisters channel. And I'm also manifesting, and I said this to Danny right before we started filming, I'm manifesting that her and I are going to be on SNL.
I love that she's manifesting this for next year and not some point down the line.
No, I'm Trisha Paytas manifesting right now. And growing up, Danny and I would watch Saturday Night Live. Our dad introduced us to that show and to comedy as a whole. And while we were growing up, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler were on Saturday Night Live. And I feel, this is what I was telling Danny before, I feel like they kind of shaped our dynamic in a way. Like we definitely, and there are other comedy duos as well that we kind of feel like we are that. We are the duo together, and we probably don't show it as much in these videos, but I want to do it more in 2026. And I'm glad we started this podcast style and we're talking about current events, because Danny and I always have this vision of us as like newscasters. And I think it's because Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, they would do the weekend updates. And Danny and I have visioned having that kind of be our style for a really long time. And I feel like we're going to move more and more into that next year. And then we're going to have some videos and, you know, we're going to be in person with each other next year. So I feel like by the end, this time next year, you and I, Saturday Night Live, weekend updates. That's my big manifestation.
I love that. We did have a whole idea behind the newscaster skit / theme, but we kind of scrapped it, or like we put it on the side.
We kind of put a lot of our comedy on the side. But 2015, exactly 10 years ago, we started YouTube doing skits. Don't look for them because they've been erased from the internet. But we used to do skits.
Yes, we did start out doing skits, and we did grow up watching different comedians because of our father. He also did stand-up comedy, and he instilled he's the foundation of our humor. We're also very sarcastic, and we can have a dry sense of humor, and I feel like that will also be prevalent in 2026. We'll show more of our wittiness, I would say.
So that's my big manifestation. And then,
Whoa, dream big.
so my personal goals, like I love cooking, and I've mentioned on the channel before that I cook, and I want to be successful as a chef. Also, I want to be successful as an entertainer. And I also want to get back to my writing, and that's something that I haven't done in a long time either. But I would say it goes the Sheehan Sisters podcast, chef, and then writer. Those are my three things. Those are my manifestations. And I think reading is gonna help me be more inspired to write, especially I haven't read fiction in a while. So even though a lot of what we're gonna be choosing next year is kind of fiction that is like satirical and like parallel to like what's happening in real time, but I am hoping it's going to inspire some of my writing. And I also have a vision of one day doing a dinner and adding poetry with it, like each course has a poem or something along those lines to like incorporate the two together. And I feel like Danny and I always want to like add everything together. We always want to bring out all of our interests into one thing.
Yes, because a lot of the worlds do connect.
Yes. Like a theater and a dinner. Love that idea too. Like, just food should always be involved somehow. People gotta eat.
It's funny you mentioned that because another goal of mine is to post on my personal YouTube channel because I have so many videos. I just have so many videos sitting there, but I am a big foodie and I have a lot of food videos I want to do.
Yes, Danny is an active vlogger. She just doesn't post any of the vlogs, but she has a lot of all the footage. It's okay. Oh my god, I think this may have gotten cut out. I'm not sure, but I mentioned that one of my favorite movies to watch around this time is Rent the musical. And I say that because you could be like Mark and you're like you filmed like he filmed for like a year or 2 years and then he put it all together.
I have thought about that, but I haven't fully developed the story if I did like a timeline type of video. But I still want to do artsy types of videos because we were making reels for our poetry page. So
But you are the story.
I am the story.
So I feel like this is another thing too. We need to stop with like everything needs to be current and like if it's a week ago, it's old. And like I feel like you could still post a vlog and be like, this is what was happening in 2023. You know, like we need to keep history alive. We need to keep life. You know what I'm saying? Like art can be art can be at any time.
We still need to showcase the archives and keep records because I think we're overstimulated with all the current events we have access to, which is why things you have to stay on top of them so quickly because it's like there's always a new story.
Just saying like life and art can be at any moment in time.
But it's ironic you bring this up because the main message in Fahrenheit 451 is erasing history, not to spoil too much.
Exactly, and that's why I'm saying it doesn't matter that it happened years ago. Like the story can still be told.
Yes.
Oh, it came back to me. Another thing I want us to do next year, because we said we were gonna do this last year, and Danny and I want to have a cook-off.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll also do some cooking content together.
Yes. We just wanted to make sure we covered everything that got lost in the failed attempt at recording.
Yeah, we did talk about consumerism. Should we continue that conversation?
We just wanted to remind people that don't get fooled. Please don't get fooled during this time of year with the marketing tactics. We saw you all still participate in Black Friday. We saw it.
We saw it, yeah.
And unfortunately, these companies will continue to trick their consumer by promising a free gift that ultimately ends up being a trash gift. Ends up being something silly or something that didn't feel worth waiting out in the cold for hours or waking up at 4 a.m. to get there to receive that gift when they deceived you.
And these companies can afford to give something better than that.
Don't fall for it. Just enjoy the holidays by being grateful.
Yeah. Do things, spend time. That's what we're kind of saying too. Like, have experiences with people. Like, even though Danny and I are across the country, we still enjoy getting on these calls together and building the gingerbread house together. You can still, obviously, you can still celebrate the holiday and do little things, but yeah, like, don't run to these stores and feel like you need to spend hundreds of dollars on someone to prove that you love them.
As we mentioned, this will be our last video of 2025, so we do want to wish you happy holidays, happy new year. We will see you all in 2026. We have so many ideas to share with you, so many more episodes to come, and we can't wait to continue this journey together. We can't wait to talk about the book we're currently reading.
Thank you to everyone who's watched us this year. If you just found us newly this year or in this video, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please join us. 2026 is going to be a lot more content and more things coming to this channel. And more things for Danny and I individually as well. Just a lot of creativity we have.
We're doing it all. No procrastinating in 2026. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all next year.
Bye.